In an age marked by power struggles and territorial conquests, a young man rose to prominence, changing the course of history forever: Alexander the Great. 4th century BC was a time of political unrest and social upheaval, with Macedonia, Greece, and the Persian Empire caught in the throes of tumultuous change. Against this backdrop of shifting power dynamics and territorial disputes, a youthful king emerged, ready to make his mark on the world. In this volatile world, a young king named Alexander ascended the throne of Macedonia, setting off a chain of events that would forever alter the course of history. Alexander's reign began with a series of decisive battles, each marking a stepping stone in his unstoppable march towards becoming a legend. His first significant test came at the Battle of Granicus. Faced with an army of seasoned Persian soldiers, Alexander demonstrated a masterful approach. He used the river as a barrier, forcing the Persians to fight in unfavorable conditions. This strategic use of natural terrain marked his first major victory. Next, Alexander faced Darius III, the Persian king, at the Battle of Issus. Outnumbered and seemingly outmatched, Alexander turned the tide by focusing on the Persian flanks. This audacious move disrupted the Persian lines, leading to a disorderly retreat. Then came the Siege of Tyre. This was a battle not against an army, but against a fortified city on an island. Undeterred, Alexander showed his ingenuity by building a causeway to reach the city. With the city's walls breached, Tyre fell, further cementing Alexander's reputation as a military genius. Lastly, we turn to the Battle of Gaugamela. Here, Alexander faced Darius III once again, this time with an army twice the size of his own. In what was a tactical masterstroke, he used the cover of night to adjust his lines, confusing the Persian scouts. As dawn broke, Alexander charged at the Persians, creating a gap in their line. He thrust through this gap, causing chaos in the Persian ranks and leading to a decisive victory. These battles were not just victories, they were lessons in strategy and tactics, showcasing Alexander's ability to adapt to different situations and adversaries. His innovative use of terrain, psychological warfare, and tactical maneuvers set him apart. He was not just a conqueror, but a military innovator, a pioneer whose tactics would be studied for generations to come. With each victory, Alexander extended his empire, demonstrating military tactics and strategies that were revolutionary for his time. Alexander's success on the battlefield stemmed not just from his courage, but also from his strategic brilliance and relentless innovation. At the heart of Alexander's military strategies lay the phalanx formation. This was a tight-knit formation of heavily armed foot soldiers, or hoplites, armed with long spears, known as sarissas. This dense, seemingly impenetrable wall of shields and spears was not just a defensive barrier, but a formidable offensive tool, advancing like a human tank towards the enemy. But Alexander's genius didn't stop at the phalanx. He was a master of adaptation, changing his strategies to suit the battlefield and the enemy's tactics. Whether facing Persian scythed chariots or Indian war elephants, Alexander's forces showed a remarkable ability to adapt and overcome. Alexander also revolutionized the use of cavalry. Instead of using his horsemen merely for flanking or chasing down fleeing enemies, he employed them as a decisive shock force. His companion cavalry, the elite horsemen of his army, often delivered the killing blow in his battles. Finally, let's not forget his psychological warfare. Alexander knew the value of fear and reputation. From spreading rumors about his invincibility to showing incredible acts of valor, he used every tool at his disposal to demoralize the enemy before the battle even began. These strategies not only led Alexander to numerous victories, but also set a precedent in military tactics for centuries to come.